When we tell a romantic partner that we love them, what do we mean exactly? For most of us, it likely means something like, I love the feeling that arises within me when I'm with you or when I think about you. But is that all there is to love? The ancient Greeks gave this particular form of love we build romantic relationships around its own label in order to differentiate it from other forms of love, like the love we feel towards our children or towards our friends. Eros is an intense physical and emotional form of love associated with passion and desire, but one that could disappear at any moment. When our partner tells us they love us, we know in the back of our minds that they are referring to a feeling that arises within them that they have attached to us, but that we have no control over. Perhaps this feeling arises now because of how we make them feel, but we know that's conditional. If the feeling goes away, the love does too, and we fear that a day may come when they tell us they don't feel that way anymore. So we're always slightly guarded and on edge, unable to fully give ourselves to them. We exchange I love yous often because we intuitively know that all feelings are ephemeral, and hearing our partner say they feel the same way gives us a temporary relief from that fear in the back of our minds. We may say it not so much because we feel it ourselves, but because it feels good to hear them say it back. But what happens when we've been together for so long that we don't feel that romantic spark every time we kiss anymore? When we don't feel butterflies every time we think about them or we hit a prolonged rough patch because life keeps getting in the way? When we inevitably get to that point, part of us may wonder if that just means we're not with the right person after all. Clearly, if this person was the one for us, we would feel that way forever, right? But what if we're wrong? What if we're setting ourselves up for failure from the very beginning by making important life decisions based on a misunderstanding of what love is, because the people who taught us what it was growing up don't understand it either? We must remember that language is just a tool after all. It allows us to label things or concepts, and that labeling helps us create an illusion of control over our lives. But the second we name something, we limit it. When we take a complex and potentially boundless experience and label it love, we become bound by that label and ensure that we can't perceive anything outside of it. Anything that doesn't fit our narrow definition of love must be something else. A language that has 6 words to describe something we only have 1 word for is less limited than we are, but it's still limited. If you have a vision or a set of beliefs for what love should look and feel like, you're boxing yourself in and shooting yourself in the foot, because even the best relationship takes tremendous effort, and the love it requires is not a fleeting emotion that comes and goes, but an ongoing process. Your ideal partner will not always intuitively understand you and know what you need unless you communicate that to them. You won't be passionately in love throughout your entire partnership, and this person cannot fill every single role in your life. Realize that your partner will let you down sometimes and you will let them down too. But that's okay. You can both still choose to show up for each other every day. And that's the key. In every moment, even the toughest ones where you're feeling furthest apart, you still have the choice to either be loving towards each other or not. In this way, love is more of a verb than a feeling. Like a plant in your garden, it is either growing through your actions and intention or it is dying. If we shift our perspective and start thinking of love as an action we choose, rather than a feeling that arises within us, it automatically gives us a sense of accountability and responsibility. We may not be able to control how others feel about us or even our own feelings, but we do have control over our actions. As we take action and remain in the present moment, we can learn to let go of and transcend the faulty definitions of love that we learned as children. Instead of looking for and justifying unhealthy versions of love because it resembles the love we have known all our lives, we can break the cycle and decide what it means for ourselves. Perhaps through this inner exploration, we will realize that selfless giving to others requires trust, acceptance, and understanding of ourselves first. And that once we get there, our loving presence alone can be a gift that shows others that they don't have to be someone else to be deserving of love. Maybe we will learn that to love someone requires understanding and accepting that everyone has both good and bad within themselves, and that love means seeing and nurturing the good and allowing the bad to exist without our judgment. We don't impose our ideas of what we think is best for them or what we think would make them happy, but instead make an effort to truly understand that person so we can help them bloom in their own unique way. As we peel back the layers, we may begin to wonder if love is not simply a human invention, but the universal force that animates and sustains life, or perhaps even the driving cosmic energy that permeates the fabric of existence. By exploring and embracing love beyond the forms we currently know, by seeing what lies underneath our surface level experience of the labels and beliefs we've embraced, we can align ourselves with our highest selves and foster a deeper understanding of the mysteries of existence. All it takes is cultivating an ability to remain in the now, to accept the present moment as it is, and to make a conscious choice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And make sure to check the description for more resources. Until next time, safe travels.